I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Broncos Stadium at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Godden alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they come in wondering what on earth is going on here as they sit in last place at 0-7.
And it's really difficult to report to work every day with that type of a losing streak looming over you. How do you break out of it? And you're looking at each other to try and figure it out.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the 7th overall pick in 2018 from Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
A look at the numbers a week ago for Lindsey. 17 carries, 64 yards, and a touchdown.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working, and they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got his tight end Fant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
I know I'm an old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play calling right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone, and they hit him for the completion for the first down.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
On first down, Allen. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton.
Great job, Steve.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2 at the 50-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Defensively, here are the starters for Buffalo. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Now, if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Allen going to throw. It's brought in by Dodson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. On play action, Allen. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. So a glance here at the key inactives. There's other reasons, but this list, one of the reasons they've been struggling some this year.
And one that they won't make excuses with, but everyone knows that this is the key reason. Without these players, it's made it very difficult for them this season. They've battled, they've scrapped, but without those guys, hard to win games.
A game there of 30 big ones.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Allen throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Sony Michel, his first carry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's Allen. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get
they?
a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
So now on 4th down, Jay Gruden will call on his field goal unit. And his kick is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
This one taken from the 7. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And they'll be let out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnists write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Batting that one free defensively was Lonnie Johnson. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready? 10-2 stop. Ready?
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. And he is going to lose yardage here.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, Got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They were winners last week over Tennessee, and they've got the lead here as well. They start this drive out 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Allen. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance.
And got his man complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play here for Buffalo, and even 50 yards for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. 2nd and 2. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
52, watch 52. 52 the mic.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait in, enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And now the field goal team on for Buffalo. And his kick is good. And the Bills are going to tie the game at 3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And coming out now, the Broncos.
There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
And they're the recipient of a nice gift here late in the half with a real chance to put points on the board.
And it's been a difficult half for them in terms of putting points on the board. So here with this gift, with this opportunity, they've got to find a way to cash it in.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Norris. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Simmons. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bills have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. So we have reached half. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Bills to take over. They lost 7 in a row coming into this ball game, but lo and behold, they have the lead here as this drive begins. 1st and 10. On first down, Simmons. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Simmons. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Simmons. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, a 22.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And they work this near the 5. They'll be stopped at the 6. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Carry here for their fullback. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, It's Simmons, and that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Back to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Ray McLeod, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 17-3. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd and 4.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
Allen now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. From just shy of midfield, Allen completes it to Fant on the right side. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Allen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
That's trash. What's that?
Now Allen again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They're going with Lindsey. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Robert Kimdichie, the one to bring him down. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and run with their fullback. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
On just about every team, okay, forget it. On every team, the goal is to be in 3rd and what they call manageable, to give yourself a chance to pick up a 1st down. How about that call on 2nd down? The big man puts them in position to make it 3rd and manageable. I wonder if he'll get a 2nd chance at it to try and pick up the 1st down.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The Bills send the punter out. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 15. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Josh Allen in the offense now. Down by 2 touchdowns. A little under 1:50 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. From the 31, Allen, and he'll get that to Michel, complete. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Allen trying to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. On 1st down, Allen, 7. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 44. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Point after try forthcoming. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. This is the tight end Fant. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Buffalo, they finally taste victory for the first time after 7 straight defeats. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.